howdy, and welcome back to the Coop and Goosh podcast. I am Coop.
And I am the Goose, as you can see here by our new released merch, Coop and the Goose, baby.
We're here,
Link
baby.
in the fucking description. Check it out.
We are back with part 3 of I Wrote Myself a Letter, and I got a response. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow. So far, this story is lit. I can tell you that much right now. Going from part 1, we found out about Evil Scott. It's Scott, right? Yeah,
Yep, Scott.
In part 2, we found out that Evil Scott replaced Good Scott. And
In the real world.
Yeah, and now Bad Scott is terrorizing the city.
Well, we don't know that.
We need Spider-Man.
But...
No, I'm pretty sure. If I had to guess, part 3 is probably going to be about Good Scott and Bad Scott's world. And,
yeah, that would be my guess. Yeah, it seems like it was teeing it up. So
yeah, so I'm excited for it. This series is pretty good, as you all know. If you didn't know, This is part 3. Part 1 and 2 are on the channel. Go check them out before this, because nothing would make sense.
yeah, you're not going to understand anything. So check out the other videos, watch them, like them, comment, leave a comment.
Yeah. Are you starting?
Yeah.
Oh.
let me drink some fucking Wawa.
Yeah, drink it. Drink it, you bitch. This already looks better in dark mode. I just ruined it.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, I've been on dark mode the whole time.
If you like the dark mode, like the video. We're back. I'm saving your eyes.
Yeah. I woke up to ashes fluttering down onto my face like sullen snowflakes covering my skin in a hundred gray kisses of burned down yesterday. That's an interesting description of that.
Yeah.
I coughed as I sat up, pulling in another spasmodic breath. Okay, we're off to a great fucking start.
Great start.
Spasmodic breath as I wiped at my eyes. The ashes had caked there because apparently I had been crying in my unconsciousness. My hands came away black and running as my eyes began to water again, and blinking through the soot and tears, I could see flakes falling down on me through a hole in the roof, or rather the ceiling, because Scott's apartment wasn't on the top floor. So his is on the top floor, but his is not because it's a mirror world.
Oh.
Yet, looking around, it was Scott's apartment, or a very close approximation of it. It was far more rundown and dirty, and some of the decorations were different, but the layout and general appearance was similar. My head was still drifting through a fog so thick I could scarcely tell I was even in a fog. But I was starting to remember myself and Scott and parts of what had happened. I looked up again and remembered that there should be at least 3 floors above this one, and that the top part of the building had been destroyed somehow at some point in the past. And though the hole that was left behind, I could see the ashes, and beyond that, the stars. So the hole's like the entire building.
Yeah.
I came back to myself again, and I remembered Scott attacking me. Well, not Scott, but someone that looked like him a lot. A lot like some older, crazy twin brother. He had dragged me into Scott's bedroom. All the Scotts is confusing. He had dragged me into Scott's bedroom, and I had seen that the floor and the wall were a collage of colored papers pasted to the wall. I had felt amazement push through my terror as I saw a crack appear in the wall where his finger had been traced. And at his touch, it swung open as a door. I had known that what was coming next, however insane or impossible all of this was, I fought harder to get away, but he was bigger and stronger, and he slammed my head against the wall the second time. oh, sorry, against the floor the second time, I couldn't fight the darkness that rose up in me any longer. I felt the back of my head at the memory, and I gasped in pain as my hand found a clotting wound in my sweaty tangle of hair. I started looking around again, and I could see I was in the living room of this place that is like Scott's apartment, but not. My brain had been screaming a thousand things that were wrong since I first woke up, but I could only process a few at a time. Just as I realized that not Scott was coming back from the bedroom, my hand found its way up to my throat, and and the dog collar there.
Oh no.
Hello, Christine. His grin was so like. Wait. Oh my God, it's Christine.
Oh, this is
It's from the
Christine?
perspective of Christine.
What?
Wow.
Oh my
That's
god.
fucking wild. I was not
Twist.
expecting that.
No.
That's actually crazy.
Oh, so no wonder she's probably confused. Because I was like,
Yeah.
there's another guy here that looks like Chris. Like, what is this? Or
Yeah, or like Scott.
Scott's
Yeah.
Squat's
why
twin
is Scott
brother?
referring to Scott as Scott? I was like really confused by that. So that's dope. That's a sick reveal.
Yeah, the Scott's
Hello,
twin brother
Christine.
threw me off.
Yeah, yeah, right. She's like, it looked like Scott, but like not really.
Yeah. This is awesome. I gotta raise.
If only I could actually read tonight.
No, it's all right.
Hello, Christine. His grin was so like Scott's that its familiarity made it more ghastly on this man. His face was thin, and his eyes were two bright pieces of glass in sunken pits, glittering with intelligence and ill will. I could now see that it was Scott, despite the longer hair and harder, harsher lines on his face. It just wasn't my Scott. I didn't know how it was possible, but once the thought was mixed in my mind, I knew it was true.
Hey, for anyone watching late night in their room or whenever, every time Scott is mentioned, the word Scott is read. Take a drink.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my fucking god.
As long as you're 21 or older.
Yeah. Don't be underage. That's rude.
Yeah. Only 18 and above in this channel because we talk about scary shit and say curse words.
But still,
we're not your mama's YouTube channel, bitch.
Yeah. Still subscribe though, so you can come back.
Yeah, hit subscribe.
Enough.
Hit the like. Yeah. I didn't hear any of that, but I just heard. Hello, where did you take me? I tried to sound confident, but it was a weak attempt given, and I was sitting hurt and confused in a dog collar in some bizarre place with some bizarre version of Scott. He smiled. That's a fair question. This is my world. I brought you back here from yours after hearing good things about you from Scott. Well, the other Scott. He raised his hand in a placating gesture. Look, I know what you're thinking. I kidnapped you, knocked you out, and brought you to this place. Hell, I put a collar on you. I guess this all looks really bad, huh? He crouched down on his haunches next to me. Okay, why just not say like he kneeled? I don't know.
Yeah.
Where was I? I brought you here because I miss old Christine. See, we were together here too, but things didn't work out well. I'm not saying it was selfish to take you away, but it was but it was with love in my heart. And as for this, he pointed to the dog collar. I just wanted to make sure you didn't run off if I wasn't awake or paying attention when you came to my world. My world is pretty different from yours, and it's not safe out there a lot of the time. I wouldn't want you getting hurt on my account. I stared at him, trying to keep any scorn out of my expression. He was clearly insane, and I didn't want to risk setting him off, especially when I really didn't know what was going on or what this place was like. And that was the key. I needed as much information as possible, and I needed to see how much latitude I could get before trying to escape. So, you'll take the collar off? He chuckled and shook his head. I can already tell I'm gonna like you a little. I'm gonna like you better. Sighing wistfully, he went on. No, not yet, honey. Oh God, that's creepy.
Ew.
Ugh. I'll take some time for you to acclimate, and until you do so, I'm afraid you'll be your own worst enemy. For now, just rest, and I'll bring you some food. Your chain goes far enough for you to reach the bathroom over there. Just remember to wait. I lost my place. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I fucking completely lost
No,
my
you're
goddamn
good. You're good.
place.
It was
It's just remember
yeah,
to reach
just
the bathroom. Oh, just remember, do not flush it during nighttime hours. Okay, that's very important. The building is fairly secure, but the neighborhood has blinds. Um, wait, sorry, but the neighborhood has gone to shit lately. Lots of home invasions at night, and they target buildings where they hear noise and see lights. The blinds keep the light in pretty well, but the pipes in this old bitch kick up a fuss when you flush. So just save that for the morning, and we should be shiny golden. The
I have a
next, oh, sorry,
sorry, I was gonna say I have
no.
a feeling they're definitely she's gonna definitely flush at the nighttime.
I would almost think probably not because it sounds like if she knows that he's crazy, then the rest of the world could be crazy too because
Y-
it's raining ash from the sky. So, I would take that as a pretty good indicator.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she's it's her to be honest as of right now, it would be your only way to get away from him in a way,
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're going to flush, you might wake him up, and then he's going to kill you.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So like, yeah.
Tell me
Unless you can
time
like
will
really fight back, but then how are you going to get the collar off? You
just shove the poop in his face.
know?
All right.
the next, no, sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
uh, the next
Yeah.
few days were a cycle of sleeping, eating, and trying to figure out the best way to escape and where exactly I would be escaping to. The last part was primarily facilitated, yeah, not by Scott. Oh, sorry, by not Scott. He spent hours each day talking to me, seemingly starved of conversation and human contact. He had some kind of job, and depending on something he called occurrence reports, he would be uh, gone working for periods of the time most days. But whenever he was there, he was usually talking to me. He would tell me stories about himself sometimes, but a lot of his time was spent asking me questions. What was my childhood like? What had happened? Sorry, what had my life been like before he took me? What kinds of things did I like to do, like to eat? Etika. It was always so strange. He had an aura of discord and fuck, I'm having a stroke. He had a aura of discord and violence around him, so palpable. The air fairly vibrated with menace when he was in the room, but he was never rough or even rude to me, aside from the obvious holding me against my will. It was made stranger because parts of him did remind me of my Scott, the way his face light up when he was telling a story, or the way that he would look at me sometimes when he didn't know I was looking. It somehow made it all worse instead of better. Seeing those glimpses of something I loved being choked to death by whatever sickness had taken root in him. Yeah, the descriptions are like really cool.
Yeah, dude.
Like
It's
this
pretty
writer is
spot
very
on a
good.
while.
Yeah,
I do like
this
it.
writer is very good. I tried to find out more about the world I was in from him, and he told me some, but not much. He said that years ago, before he was born, things started changing. A lot of animals had started dying off with no discernible reason and all at once. He had This had led to a partial collapse of a number of ecosystems around the world, which led to disease and famine and death. According to Not Scott, things stabilized some eventually, but they were never really right again. Strange things would happen. People would disappear or go on murder sprees. Pods of dolphins started killing off large portions of the shark and whale population in the Pacific. Then in 1998, over 200,000 people across the globe committed suicide within 10 minutes of each other for no apparent reason. People called it the awakening. Called it the awakening now. Because that was when the world's governments and media began admitting that there was an ongoing major problem and they didn't know how to stop it.
Oh my god.
Interesting. That's fucking wild.
200,000 people were like, let's do it.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That is actually, yeah.
Let's say the cost of living got cheaper.
Yes. The morgue stayed open late. They got some overtime hours.
All around the world.
Oh, you muted. I was like, I lost your audio.
Yeah, no, I muted so I could vape, rip a fat cloud with my millennial energy. Oh God. Also, sorry, once the camera stopped shaking, stop peeing with the fucking mic on. Because in 3 separate videos now on your regular fucking channel, you've peed with the mic on.
What are you talking about?
Your golf video.
Yep.
Another video you did recently.
I didn't pee in the Family Feud video.
No, you didn't pee in the Family Feud video. It was another video on a different channel. I can't remember. But you fucking peed with the goddamn mic on, and I hate that shit.
On a different channel.
I don't fucking remember. I gotta look for it. Maybe it was an older one, but you can cut all this out.
I peed in the hot dog video.
That's what it was. That's what it fucking was.
No, it's funny. It's funny.
No, it's not. If you're gonna do it, don't do it the whole time. Like, cut it.
No, yeah, I gotta show off my long streams.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I go for a while.
I go for a while.
Bro, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Like a man.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you had Snapchat, I'll Snapchat. Like, I'll just set the camera down. I'll start recording and set it down. I go for a minute and a half.
Why do you record your pees?
Yo,
You have
bro,
a fucking pee fetish.
No, it's like the fact that I can pee for longer than a minute is just wild. Like,
Well,
I'll be standing
are you
there
drinking a lot of liquids and then holding it in? Because that'll do it.
No, I go to sleep.
Okay, well then yeah. But like, okay, whatever.
Listen, bro, I got a fucking strong bladder.
It sounds like you're possibly might get a kidney stone, my guy. You might want to pee more often so you don't have to pee so long.
Anytime I need to pee, I'll pee. That's just like in the mornings.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking going.
Yeah, I have a problem of holding mine in, and then so if anything, I'll develop kidney stones. But I drink a lot of water, so.
I don't know. Whenever I'm in the office, I just go pee in the trash can.
I don't believe that.
I don't.
You need a streaming trash can full of pee cam.
Bro. No, 100%.
Trash cam full of pee.
The only pee bit that I've cut was the golf one.
You didn't cut it.
I know I did. There
you
was
cut some of it
there was a
out?
lot more to it. Because I was drunk in it because there was 9 shots, 9 holes, and I was on shot number 8. Or
Did you see my
7.
comment on your hot dog video, by the way?
Yeah, did you see mine?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I said, congratulations, you've been selected for the next challenge.
Bro, I will fucking
I
do
want
it
to see
with
it.
you.
I want to see it. You're going to do that
I'll do
in
it
the
with
golf
you.
one.
I can't do beer, but I'll do like whiskey in a mixer.
I would like you 9 shots.
9 shots and 9 hot dogs? Okay, I'll be fucked up.
Oh,
but
no,
it's not
no,
gonna
no.
be
Oh,
good.
I thought we were talking about the golf.
Oh, I can't fucking play golf. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get roasted. You already got fucking destroyed in the
Bro,
comments. I don't
that
want
was
to
the
be part
worst
of it
I've
too.
played. But no, the one where I peed in the porta potty, I was pretty drunk.
You cut part of it.
And I was peeing in the toilet part.
Yeah.
And then I looked over. I was like, yo,
Saw
they
the
got a
urinal
urinal. And I was like, oh, let me just hold it so I can move. And I never held it. And you just hear the sound different. You hear the sound difference from like hitting the blue water, then and then back into the thing. I'm like, and you here we go. Well, I just made a fucking mess.
There you go, guys. If you want more secret content that's unrecorded off of Cooper Narco's channel, just subscribe to the Cooper and the Goose. You get the breakdown of the actual videos.
I don't disappoint with
Anyway.
my pee bits.
You can cut that if you want to. It's your decision.
I honestly might leave it in, but it's up to you.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Cut the burps.
Oh, just everything else that was good.
Not Scott told me with a laugh that it wasn't like the world was ending, but sometimes it sure felt like it. After the awakening, a lot of fanatics started popping up: religious zealots, doomsday preppers, military groups itching for a fight. He said the groups caused disorder and could be dangerous to be around, and mostly they were just scared people looking for an answer. And for the most part, civilization was still chugging along. Governments existed, people went to work, and as time went on, strange became the new normal. What happened? I accidentally clicked print.
Printing some paper.
Literally don't have a printer. Then people started going insane, not like normal scared. Not like the not the normal scared. I'm going to wear a bulletproof vest to the grocery store insane. But more the I'm going to eat the bus driver's face insane. Jesus. He said that actually happened to him when he was riding the metro one day. People turning crazy didn't happen a lot first, but it was the last 5 years it was building. There were more random acts of extreme violence: a teacher chopping up her third grade class, a little boy stabbing out his father's eyes while he slept. But there were more subtle versions of it too. People would develop strange obsessions for or fetishes. Looking at Yuko. They they would become paranoid or have mild mood swings for no apparent reason. Not Scott said that most days at work there would be at least one or two people crying or laughing uncontrollably at random times throughout the day. He had tears in his eyes when he told me that last. And I felt my heart beating a little weird when he said it. Now it's happening to me. It's happened to me already. I've done terrible things, not just what I've done to you or to your Scott. I've done much worse things that I used to not be like this. I reached forward and took his hand. I can't imagine what you've been through. And I'm not saying you can fix everything, but you can make it better. Let me go back. You come to. If this world is what is making you do these bad things, maybe you'll be better away from it. Not Scott pulled his hand away, his face hardening. I shouldn't have expected this kind of cozying from you. You're not as different as I hoped. Standing up, he wiped his eyes with the palm of his hands and stared off. His expression hurt and almost embarrassed. You aren't leaving. And there's no real hope for me either beyond embracing this world as it is, letting it reshape me so I can survive. He looked back down at me. You best get to accepting your reality too. It's a hard world and it's going to get harder. After that, he talked to me a lot less, though some nights he would sit with me for a while, saying very little but seeming to not want to be alone. Other nights he would seem different and dark. A dark look on his face akin to when I first saw him upon waking. Those nights I just tried to stay inconspicuous and small. So yeah, it's fucking more details on exactly why everything's gone crazy, and or not necessarily why, but like some of the things that have happened.
Yeah.
So there's some pretty crazy shit going on.
This is a weird world, and I'm hoping we get an explanation on what changed. because I think what's interesting, I don't really think it was meant to do anything, but like when the last episode when Scott was talking about his dog that died,
Mhm.
I wonder if it died from the disease or whatnot. Because he
I
said,
think because it talked about because the letter was addressing how his father would tell him a story about the dog. So it's
mm.
his father's dog. So I think the dog genuinely died on its own,
"Oh yeah,
and
because
then
that
he
took
was
place
just
before."
yeah, because I think it took place before everything.
Yeah, I want to know this. It's an interesting. I'm more interested about this world
Yeah,
and what happened. Like what got released in the air almost.
yeah, some kind of it's like The Happening with Mark Wahlberg,
Oh yeah.
and then she's like, "You're gonna kill me," and he goes, "What? No." That's like the only line I know from that. I've never seen it. I refuse to see it. I hear if you watch The Happening as a comedy movie, it's way better than if you watch it as a horror film.
Okay. I don't know if
So
I could
maybe we
go
could
in.
watch The Happening and make a review about it.
Yeah.
Because I've
Yeah.
never seen it. I've refused to watch it,
I haven't.
but I like Mark Wahlberg most of the time.
To be honest, I think we'll add that to the list.
Yeah, that'll be
The
one to the
happening.
list.
The happening.
Which, by the way, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you can check out our possible movie reviews coming very soon. So check that shit out.
Yeah.
And then also, while you're at it, Cooper the Goose, Scissor.com. Why don't you show off the back of the shirt, Cooper? Show it off. Bam! Look at that.
Look at it.
Look at that.
Look at
It's
it.
the fucking logo on the channel. What the fuck?
What? We did it.
That's fucking crazy.
We did it.
And we've got two different kinds of hats coming. We've got a dad hat and a trucker hat on the way. They're currently in development, and they will be in the description of the videos whenever they come out. So, yeah, keep an eye out
Be
for
patient.
that. Check out scissor.com.
All right. All right.
Okay, so he didn't tell me much more about the world outside. Wait, did I already say this? No. Okay.
No.
Sorry. He didn't tell me much more about the world outside, other than that there were worse problems now than just people going crazy. But I could hear signs of the chaos outside. Gunshots, screaming, and the orange glow of distant fires were a regular part of life. I asked what had happened to the building, and he said a television helicopter had crashed into it a couple years back, taking out most of the top 3 floors. It had only put a small hole in not Scott's ceiling and caused minimal structural damage to the rest of the building. So he had stayed. He grinned and said he negotiated the rent down and decided to look at it like a skylight.
The fuck.
And days moved on.
Oh God, how long has it been?
Fucking forever, I guess.
Yo, do you think days move faster? I guess we never
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe we'll get into it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I guess they never explained on like the time frame between part 2 and 1.
I would assume that this is very shortly after she's been kidnapped, because all of part 2 is Scott reading the letter, about how she was kidnapped, and then the dog story. By the way, side note, I think part 2 was a really good video. I think
Did you like it?
after, now that we're a little bit further in, and not many people are going to see this anyway, after listening to it myself, I thought it was very fun.
Yes,
So
no, it was a
this
good
series is really fun in my opinion. So
Yes.
if anybody's still watching, I think this is probably one of the better stories that we've read in a minute.
Yes,
So,
100%. It's living up to its hype.
Yeah, it really is.
Which
I just have so much fun with this.
yes, no, 100%.
Last time I had fun with the stories is when we, wife is peeking at me. That story was extremely fun.
That was good.
The one in the woods with the mystery guy. There's 5 of us. We keep counting 6 or whatever the fuck.
Yes,
Great stories. But this
I love
is
that
on
one.
that level.
Yes, I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it, and I hope you are too.
If I could go back, this is canon, okay? In those videos from a long time ago with shittier recording quality and bad audio mixing on my part, I gave them not 10s, but and again, side rant, whatever, you can cut it. Nobody's really watching this part anyway. I give both of those stories 10s now. And then this story, even though we're not finished with it, is sitting at a 10 for me now.
It's at a level 10, but I'm waiting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hopefully,
I'm hoping that it doesn't shit the bed at the
I
end here,
hope
but I
they
don't
don't
really think it
fumble the
will.
bag.
I don't think so.
Nah, nah.
Anyway, sorry for the side rant.
You're good.
It was off the top of my mind, so fuck it.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
I need to stress again that I need to stress again that after he got me here, he never hurt me. He was genuinely kind, in fact. He didn't threaten me. He didn't try to force himself on me or even come onto me sexually. And the things we talked about seemed harmless. Combine that with the fact, in a lot of ways, not Scott was Scott. And it made it easier to be taken in. Oh, God, Stockholm Syndrome. Especially since it's
Mm-hmm.
basically the person that you already love. So
Exactly.
I
Not
was not
good.
flipping off the camera. I had an eyelash. Looking back on it now, I see that peppered into our conversations were questions that would prompt me to talk about my Scott, talk about my world, and as I told him stories of my parents and or my ninth birthday or my college major, I was giving him information and insight into a place he was desperate to learn more about. He was smart about it, subtle, but over time, I was handing him everything he wanted. I had let myself forget I wasn't dealing with my Scott, but just affected with some strange mental illness I was dealing with a stranger. I remembered the fact that he brought me, that he brought her in. Wait, hold on. I remembered the fact that he brought her in, screaming and crying, snot pouring from her nose as he dragged her by the arm across the living room. He tried to shut the door back when they entered, but in her flailing, she kicked it and swung back open as he brought the knife down across her stomach. What the fuck is happening? As blood
Eh,
welled out of the wound, she raised her head and her eyes met mine. She couldn't have been more than 8 years old.
oh my god.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh. Well,
What the hell?
that took a
Not
turn.
Scott. Yeah. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Okay. Not Scott followed her gaze and saw the door open. He looked back at me with his pale face stricken. I'm sorry you saw this, Christine. I'm just doing what's necessary to survive. Tell him I left a key to your collar in my closet. With that, he slammed the door shut. It muffled in the girl's last gurgling scream, but not nearly enough.
Wait, did
I
we miss
screamed at
something?
the door, begging him to stop. I knew. I'm sorry you saw this, Christine. Okay, so he killed another person to get into the regular world, I'm guessing. I
No. Maybe that is it. Maybe that. No.
Well, because I don't know. I guess we'll find out here. We're
I feel
almost
like we
done.
took a
So
big fucking jump.
a big sharp turn all of a sudden.
Look back as I prepared college. Wait.
It came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, that's what's so confusing. It's like, wait, where are we at to where now we have a little girl here?
Like it's just like I let myself forget I wasn't dealing with my Scott, but just afflicted with some strange mental illness. I was dealing with a stranger. I remembered that fact when he brought her in screaming and crying, and like, what the fuck? It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so I'm sorry, Christine added I'm sorry, it muffled the girl screaming, but not nearly enough. I screamed at the door, begging for him to stop, but I knew it was no use. It was more just to make myself feel better and vent my frustration. For the hundredth time, I strained at my collar and tugged at my chain, but he had secured both well. I finally gave up, my throat hoarse and my body exhausted. Even amid the struggling and thrashing about, I had noticed that the bedroom had fallen silent. As I lay there panting, I strained to hear the sound. There was nothing for several minutes, then a series of small scuffling noises, followed by the sound of someone being drugged. Then
Mm,
silence again.
mm.
I debated yelling, but I knew it was too late for the girl, so I stayed quiet. When the door suddenly burst open, I let out a scream. Scott was standing there, his face and clothes smeared with blood. He was squinting and seemed unsteady on his feet. But when he saw me, his eyes widened. Christine? So
Yep.
This is when Scott brings Scott to the mirror world. Okay.
He
So
literally.
now we are in the current time period with two different perspectives matched up now.
That's cool. I like the way they did that.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck, dude. This story is so good.
So he fucking killed a girl to open up the door, is what it seemed like.
Yeah, so maybe it requires a murder.
A sacrifice.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a sacrifice. No, it'll be a sacrifice.
I don't know what you're quoting.
Madagascar.
Oh, okay.
Have another sacrifice. No, I'm too full. I don't want another sacrifice. Have another sacrifice. Okay, I will. Okay. Here's a cool thing though. It's really glad that Christine saw. Oh God, they're gonna have to kill somebody.
How so? How do you mean?
To get the door open.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think
They're-
you're right about that. Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
gonna have to, and I mean, I bet you they're gonna use the excuse of that world is too far gone, so it'll be fine. I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for part 4.
Yeah, me too.
Lit. It's gonna be lit, my guy.
It's gonna be fucking awesome, and you don't want to miss it. So please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit
so
the
you
little
don't miss
bell
it.
button. And then, actually, let's try something. Make sure
What?
you like this video because I want to find out. Leave a comment if the little like button thing lights up when I say like this video, because they do that sometimes. I don't know how people are doing it, but it's really cool on mobile.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like people would be like, make sure to like this video, and then
Like
the thing will
the
have
video.
a little, like
pretty
the
cool.
video.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like it.
Like,
and then
can
subscribe.
we make it a strobe light? Like it.
Yeah. Let's see how much we can get it to go off. It probably won't. We're not affiliates, so.
Like it. Like it. All right, gamers. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to go check out the merch. Links in the description below. We appreciate you guys for watching part 4. This is part 3.
Part 3.
Stay tuned for part 4. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. See you later.
Bye.